Yes, it's like a dream. Welcome back, iRacer on pole position. Woot, watch out. He's coming for you. Revenger killing it out of P2. Team Devils, Jaguar, P3, Manufacturers Cup Round 8. Diego, Mercedes out of 4. The OP car, he can win that from there pretty easily probably. Night Shift out of 5 in the Porsche. Doing a little bit of fuel burning. Hopefully we're doing some fuel burning too. Zinger Stacker, my favourite name of the night. Manchurian Kiwi out of 7. We're going to see a little bit of aggression from him. Nightwalker. I have a feeling I might end Nightwalker's night. One of the blokes with Night in their name gets a little bit unlucky near me. Once again, unpronounceable out of 9. Sinister Fuel out of 10. We're starting to run into him a little bit. Special guests, Nismo Nath in 14. And the one and only unqualifying Renault Trophy 2011 model out of 18. And my best mate, Longyearbyen Lotes in 19. So we're going to kick the start off from Team Devils because no one wants to see what's happening in position 18. I'll assure you that. So gets Revenger off the start. Revenger must have been in the wrong gear. iRacer takes turn 1 comfortably and he should win that from here. Diego about to make the move on Devils. Look at that Mercedes go. Can the Jaguar fight back? Is it going to fight back? Yes, it looks like it can. Diego the inside line. Devils round the outside on the power early and he might get his position back. iRacer in the Lexus. Do we get a puff of smoke here? Yes, we do. iRacer locking up down into there. Keeps the position, runs wide though. That's going to give Devils a chance. Diego right up on the back of him. They're starting to break the pack already. These blokes must all be on softs. So Night Shift might be the man we murder a little bit later. Night Shift in 5. Now in 6, Zinger Stacker up into 5, he must be on softs as well. iRacer's still got this under control. Team Devils looking to make a move already as we come towards the end of lap 1. Do we see another puff of smoke from iRacer? No, he seems to be locking up a little bit here and there. Maybe he's got the ABS turned off. Should have checked. So his Devils going to get his chance down here. Lap 2 now underway. All these blokes up the front have to be, I was going to say have to be on softs, but Devils is on mediums. We can see that on the screen. On board with Diego. Devils all over the shop. And that is his race over. Put that one back on the trailer, mate. That was pretty big. Diego lucky to get away with that. And here comes Zinger Stacker. He must have come back from about 5, I reckon. And he's comfortably up into P2. Easy as you like. Night Shift battling for 4. Nightwalker in 5. Too many nights here. Sinister Fuel up into 6 already. V8's Rule out of 7. And someone we can't pronounce in 8. I think it's UOK or something like that maybe. On board with Nismo now. Fighting against that Renault. GDR should have all the top speed. The Citroen just in front there. Mercedes 111 in the Ferrari. He seems to be changing manufacturers every series. Obviously learning how to drive different cars. iRacer still out the front by the looks of it. Zinger Stacker into Diego 3. Oh, is that a little love tap on the back quarter there? Yes it is. That's going to force Nismo to run wide. And Louts has got that Renault supreme in the corners around here. Just no horsepower at all, unfortunately. We're going to get a display of that. So this is the end of lap 2. The Renault's super good on tyres here, so we should see myself drop into the pits. We started 2 laps on hards and we already made it up to 14 there by the looks of it, even on the hards. So it must have been a bit of carnage. iRacer got this into control. He is on the softs. Another puff of smoke, really locking up there. Gonna pull into the pits early here. What kind of strategy is he gonna run? Softs Softs to hards or something probably. So Zinger Stacker, Night Shift dumping the hards already as well. He's round 3 on those. And iRacer out on softs once again. So we got on the phone after the race and that was definitely a mistake. So iRacer's win in the bag has been removed from the bag. So Diego's probably got this under control now. Sinister Fuel 10-2 in 4 laps. Watch out, mate. He is on the charge. On board with Apex. Decides you don't actually need to use the racetrack to overtake people. Takes to the emergency. Takes to the emergency again. Gonna sneak up on iRacer here. iRacer got the drive. He's starting to pull away. Slipstream should come into effect on board now. From about 2 kilometers back, yes, he dives. He dives ever so deep. That's going to run iRacer wide. iRacer back up on the inside. No, there's a little bit of a tussle there, and iRacer not happy with that at all. Zinger Stacker gets involved. Don't think he really wanted to be, and someone will be spending the rest of the day at the beach. So iRacer sending the message loud and clear. Don't use the emergencies to overtake me. So we'll have a look at what Nismo's doing. Front tyres copping a lot of wear now. And a lap 4. Up into 8th, doing okay. Revenger sitting right behind. That could be dangerous. 2 Kiwis, line astern. Revenger not knowing to give the most amount of room. Manchurian up the front actually. The 2 blokes he's racing, both known for not giving any room at all. Revenger looks pretty clean there though. Maybe he's a changed man. Mercedes getting closer on the back. Look at that. We're about to go 4 abreast here by the looks of it. Definitely 3 abreast. Team Devil's trying to add his piece. And somehow they all make it through, 2 by 2. So Nismo into 7. Hunting down Manchurian. That Citroen has some really long legs on it when it gets going. Really hard to catch. The GDR also pretty handy. Mercedes settling into 8. Revenger dropped down to 9. He must have got caught up in that tangle. Lap 5 is drawing to a close. Sinister Fuel now in the lead. Nightwalker out of 2. V8's rule in 3. The strategies still yet to play out. A few blokes went in early, myself included. So what's going on here? No one goes into the pits. Looks like someone might have been trying to get in there. Nismo gets hung out to dry. Revenger hangs him out to dry. Mercedes is going to make his way through here too. Team Devils is going to have a look as well, is he? So that GDR has well and truly used all of its front tyres. Is he about to get out-dragged by the big engine cars? Looks like it. Team Devils in the Jag around the outside here. And he has got that done. That's a double overtake by Team Devils there. He's going to move himself into 8. So Nismo back into 10th. At the end of that lap, he decides to call it quits. It's time for some new boots. So the medium's off. Over to Zinger Stacker. V8's rule. Nightwalker. An Exiled GDR. We don't know. Longeville and Revenger rounding out the top 10. Amiga wants his name in there by the sounds of it. So back on board the Renault Megane Trophy up into 7. So a few blokes probably everyone stopped at least once now. The second stop's about to get underway, and there it is, Night Shift. So we go in there real hot, lock up the rear axle, tap Night Shift, and Night Shift has a holiday. Sorry mate, Didn't mean to. I thought that was you there. I gave you some room to come back through, but it wasn't you, and I'm going to lose 2 positions there, trying to lift off to let you back past. Unfortunately, you're on vacation, enjoying the sun and the sand. So as lap 9 comes to a close, this is my pit stop lap. We will move to softs. Like I was saying earlier, this car really good on tyres. We're going to go 277, so that's 7 laps already done on the mediums, and they're looking brand new still, so we'll easily do 7 on the softs. Back in board with Nismo as he starts lap 10. He's moved to the softs, and those softs are cooked already. I could have sworn it was only a lap or 2 we saw him sort out a new set of boots. So the race starting to calm down a little bit now. As Nismo gives Manchurian a little bit of a tap. A little thank you tap probably. May or may not get repaid shortly. So Nismo trying to consolidate his position in the top 10. There's Amiga running wide. He wants a holiday as well. And there it is, Nismo. You got yourself your top 10. Manchurian just behind. Mercedes just in front. The name, not the car. So Manchurian thinks he's allowed to have a look in there. He's probably not entitled to. And he has sent Nismo on holidays as well. Definitely a vacation race, as we'll jump back on board with the Renault to see how that's going. We're in 12. The beginning of lap 11. We're going to see 10 for the shortest of seconds, but that Mercedes has too much horsepower. Had a feeling Diego was just going to send it up the inside there. He doesn't really send it up the inside, does a nice little cutback. He opens the taps on whatever's in there, probably a V12, and pulls himself past. So iRacer just in front there. His race pretty much ruined by having that wrong pit stop a little earlier. We'll try and sit behind Diego for a bit, but this Renault is so powerful in the corners that it's just frustrating that they can pull past you on the straights. I should be able to walk around him. Look at that. Can't fit a piece of paper in between our cars, and I'm going as slow as I can. I could probably double that around those corners. So fast we can hang it around the outside around here, but by the time we get to the power stage, Diego just pulls back in front. So he's caught iRacer already. He might be falling away on a softer or a harder compound. Diego gives iRacer a bit of a bump just to let him know he's coming through. Now have a look at this. We get all the drive out of there, pull up alongside iRacer. The Lexus is about to turn on the taps, and off he goes. I give him a bit of room so he can have a run on V8s, but he doesn't want to use it. We'll tuck in behind. 8th is okay. Now this should be the end of the pit stopping. Lap 12. So this is for all 4 position from here. So it's not a bad drive so far. We are on the softs, we are on the quicker tyre. It is going to be a long stint, but it should still be fairly advantageous. As we tuck in behind iRacer with a nice bit of drive out of there. The second half of all these straights we get pulled away from there. We've got to try and make it up. Well, I don't try and make it up under brakes, normally try and make it up attacking the apex and on the throttle afterwards. So we give him a bit of room, and iRacer runs wide, and we help him go on holidays as well. So I think he was almost going to run off anyway, but we helped. There's a bit of a gap opened up to V8's rule. We skip forward until I've caught him. So this is a 4-way battle for 4th. 3.5 laps to go. We could probably overtake all these blokes around the outside, but not a chance of keeping them behind us on the straights. So they all bump there, and that's going to give me the opportunity required to get past. The only opportunity we're going to get really, as the Renault must come with a 1.3 litre or something tiny like that. Nightwalker, we were in front of him mid-straight, and he's pulled back fast, and V8's rule decides he's just going to dive bomb the both of us. That pushes us both wide. That allows Diego to pull away. I don't know why people think they're entitled to dive bomb from that far back. So 7 is the target. We've run wide and collected ourselves a 1 second penalty. That almost ruins my race. That is extremely hard to cope with. I was trying to hang it around the outside. We ran a bit wide. We did take all 4 wheels off the track. Once upon a time, GT Sport never penalised anything. Now it only penalises, track extensions. It was the outside of the corner, so it's a bit harsh. As we dive up the inside there, we're going to move into 6, but we will be serving that penalty any second now. So all this battling is just trying to minimise the damage. That would have been decent, because we're going to come into the part where the Renault was strong. So without that penalty, we might have been able to keep some of these positions. 1 second is an eternity when you're in a group of 5 battling. So we'll pay this penalty. Team Devils, he must have had a disaster during the middle portion of his race. So we drop off the back of that battle. Now it's time to find the groove and catch them. So we've caught Diego already. He must have smoked his tyres. We just drive around him like he's not even there. Manchurian's the next one. Just have a look at how supreme this Renault is. We're going to get right back on his rear bar. Can't slip a piece of paper in there, but once we hit the straight, that Citroen just pulls away. Do the old hang around the outside once again. Almost made it stick, but not quite. We just get punished in the straights too much. I wouldn't be surprised if Diego gets a go at us by the end of this straight. Take the widest line possible, maximum apex speeds, and we just run into the back of Manchurian there. He had to slow too much for that corner, and that has sacrificed our run. Team Devils looks like he's battling for me though, sticking behind. So we're going to try and send it up the inside of Diego. Not going to make it. Team Devils just resting on our rear bar now. So there's been plenty of position swapping in these last couple of laps. Mercedes in 5, V8's in 6, Manchurian 7, Diego 8, myself back in 9 as we drop it in there sideways once again. Not good for the rear tyres like at all. Was a bit of a weak corner. We move into the part of the track where the Renault really comes alive. Once again, we try and hang it around the outside of Diego here, but once we get on the straight, his horsepower just pulls away. That's as side-by-side as you can get. If he gives us room, we will try and hang it around the outside here, I reckon. That's just how much corner grip we do have, and that is an outside move. Eat your heart out. That is hung around the outside, and now we're back on the rear of Manchurian again. Team Devils tries to come with us. Final lap begins. It's all or nothing here. Can we get that P7? Like the door card, we've got 7 on the door. Once again, we hit Manchurian Kiwi. He must go so slow through there, it's unbelievable. That leaves us vulnerable to Diego. Team Devils is going to help us here. So as we jump on board, there's the big punt from Team Devils to get us up to speed, and under brakes Diego moves into where I was about to double overtake, dive bomb the both of them. And Diego has moved into my zone. And unfortunately, we have sent him on holidays as well. So sorry there, mate. You just came across. That was the piece of road I was going to use to get both of you. Lucky didn't kill his race too much. Team Devils comes with us now. Manchurian, the last man we have to get. Half a lap to go. Can we do it? We've got plenty of speed in this car. We were thinking the inside, swap back to the outside to see if we can move to the outside again. And we'll get up alongside him around the outside here. Renault just lacking a touch of horsepower as we skip to the leaders. The other Renault looks like he's about to win the race. Sinister Fuel comes past, and on the line, Sinister gets the win. Longeville Lotus dropping down the boards now. Zaka gets 2. That means Louts has copped a penalty. Nightwalker 3. As we jump on board for the finish. Can we hang it around the outside? We're definitely trying. Here it is. That's the move. Can we make it? One more corner to go. No, we're going to miss it, but Team Devils comes across to give us another bump. Cheers, mate. You are a gentleman. So there we go, rounding out the top 12 there. So Manchurian 6, myself 7, Devils in 8, Night Shift in 9. So he recovered from that excursion a little earlier, and Simple is best in 10. And old mate copping a 20-second penalty would have completely ruined his race. I don't know if he knew that was going to happen or not. But yeah, if you're still hanging around, the old thumbs up. And if you're new here, smash on that subscribe button, and I will catch you all later.